Years ago, this aircraft disappeared deep inside an American forest. After decades, nature had almost completely swallowed the wreckage. Years ago, this aircraft disappeared deep inside an American forest. Even trees had begun growing through the aircraft itself. After decades, nature had almost completely swallowed the wreckage.
Now, Behind the Goods is taking on an extraordinary recovery job.
Be careful around the broken glass right there.
Got it. I'll take this vine out now.
Every cleared section reveals more of the forgotten aircraft beneath it.
Inside the cabin, the team faces an even harder obstacle.
Lift it slowly, watch the balance. Clear on the left. All right, bring it down onto pallet 4.
Once cleared, every recoverable piece is carefully collected. The recovered material now begins its journey back to the factory. At Behind the Goods, the real rebuilding challenge is about to begin. At Behind the Goods, the real rebuilding challenge is about to begin. At Behind the Goods, the real rebuilding challenge is about to begin. Every recovered piece is unloaded and documented before restoration begins. First, the team separates structural parts from everything else. First, the team separates structural parts from everything else. Layers of soil, leaves, and roots must be removed before cleaning. Layers of soil, leaves, and roots must be removed before cleaning. Next, the recovered metal goes through a deep industrial wash. Next, the recovered metal goes through a deep industrial wash. Inside, decades of dirt and vegetation are finally washed away. After washing, every part must be completely dried before inspection. In East Liverpool, Ohio, the next question is simple. What can still be saved? Usable metal is carefully stripped of surface corrosion. Usable metal is carefully stripped of surface corrosion. Then each critical structure is tested for strength and integrity. By the end, the team knows which original parts can return to service. By the end, the team knows which original parts can return to service.
Going. You almost got that scratch out. The readings on the tablet look good for the door. All right, team, let's rotate the fuselage. going. You almost got that scratch out. The readings on the tablet look good for the door. All right, team, let's rotate the fuselage.
Here at Behind the Goods, the team is meticulously restoring the aluminum skin of this wide-body jet, bringing a piece of aviation history back to life. Recovered panels now return to the aircraft's outer skin. Inside, the original structural frames are carefully restored.
Now the scale of this forgotten airliner becomes clear.
The recovered fuselage is positioned for a complete structural rebuild.
Covered panels now return to the aircraft's outer skin. Even the massive passenger doors are rebuilt and tested.
Next comes one of the aircraft's biggest structural challenges, the wings. I am seeing some microfractures near the strut joint. Okay, let us scan that section again.
Restored panels are carefully fitted across the enormous wing.
Make sure the alignment is perfect on section 4. It's calibrated, go ahead and seal it.
Then the team prepares the massive engine mounting points. Some components cannot be reused, so new certified engines are prepared.
Now, the first new engine is mounted beneath the restored wing. Now, the first new engine is mounted beneath the restored wing. Now the second engine is carefully brought into position. Pylon secured at point 4. Alignment checks complete and within tolerance. Next, the aircraft needs its massive landing gear restored. The restored main gear is carefully fitted beneath the fuselage.
Okay, bring it up 10 inches. 10 inches, confirmed. Watch the clearance on the inboard side.
At the front, the nose gear receives the same careful treatment.
Behind the panels, the aircraft's electrical systems are rebuilt from the ground up.
Hydraulic and control systems are connected and checked one section at a time. Hydraulic and control systems are connected and checked one section at a time. Then the cockpit is rebuilt for a completely new beginning. In Wichita, Kansas, the empty cabin finally starts becoming a passenger space again.
Now, row by row, the aircraft begins looking ready for passengers. Above the seats, the overhead storage compartments are installed.
Next, the ceiling and side panels bring the cabin together.
Then the cabin lighting system is connected and tested.
Every passenger row also needs its own service controls. Even the smallest cabin spaces have to meet strict standards. Up front, the galley is rebuilt for meals served in flight.
Back at the nose, the flight deck receives its final structural checks. Before paint, the entire exterior surface is prepared. Now a protective primer seals the restored aircraft skin. Then the restored airliner finally receives its new exterior finish.
After painting, the new finish is carefully cured and inspected. Every panel is checked for a flawless final finish. The seal looks good. Affirmative. Proceed with the final fasteners.
Door cycle engaged. Smooth motion, check. Seals clear, check. Locking mechanisms secure, check.
Every passenger door is tested before the aircraft moves. Below the aircraft, the landing gear gets its final inspection.
Landing gear looks good. Check hydraulics on the left side. Running diagnostics now. Pressure levels are within tolerance. Right side is clear.
Brake pressure looks good. Affirmative. Engaging wheel rotation test now. Monitoring diagnostics. System secure.
The wheels and brakes are checked for safe ground operation. Now the new engines are connected to the aircraft systems. All right, hydraulics look good.
Double checking cables now.
Verified all panels secure.
Before startup, every engine connection is checked again.
Next, the restored fuel system is carefully checked for leaks.
Main bus 1 online? Check. Overhead systems initializing? Looks good. Cabin lights coming up? Confirmed. Looking for full systems check in 3.
Hydraulics check green. All systems are online.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. The bird is awake.
Deploy the flaps to 20 degrees, checking hydraulic pressure. Flaps deploying, pressure is nominal, confirming 30 degrees. Ailerons to neutral, final verification of all surfaces.
Every moving wing surface must respond exactly as designed. Then comes a major milestone, the first controlled engine start. Soon, both engines are running smoothly for the first time. With the engines ready, the aircraft prepares for its first taxi test. After taxiing, the entire aircraft receives one final walk-around.
Every restored system now goes through final quality control. Inside, every passenger area is checked one last time. Systems check completed. Copy that. All systems confirmed nominal for departure. The cockpit receives the final systems check before departure.
After months of work, the restored airliner finally leaves the hangar. What began as jungle-covered wreckage now looks like a real airliner again.
Keep it slow and steady, we're almost there. Maintain current speed, looks good. Slowing down now.
The runway is clear, and the aircraft is ready for its first test.
And then, for the first time, the restored aircraft starts its takeoff roll.
Seconds later, the nose rises and the aircraft leaves the ground. For the first time in decades, the rebuilt airliner is airborne. Now the crew checks how the restored aircraft performs in the air. High above the ground, the restored airliner settles into stable flight. Now the crew checks how the restored aircraft performs in the air. The restored airliner touches down smoothly after its first flight.
After a successful test, the aircraft begins its return to the airport.
Now the aircraft is finally ready for the people it was rebuilt to carry. From forgotten wreckage to a passenger flight, the journey is complete.
Welcome aboard. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Is this seat taken?
All aisles clear for departure preparation. Thank you.
Every seat here is filled with a new beginning.
Just buckling up.
Behind the goods turned a forgotten wreck into a new beginning. From forgotten wreckage to a passenger flight, the journey is complete.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned with Behind the Goods and join us for our next incredible restoration.